Good evening, and welcome, family members, friends, and guests. My name is LaToya Draper, and I'm the Associate Principal of Highland Springs High School. We have assembled here today to celebrate the completion of one of many chapters in our students' lives. In a moment, we will begin our 116th ceremony. As we prepare to begin our ceremony, we request that you refrain from any action that diverts the attention away from our graduates. Each family member deserves to hear his or her Springer's name called. The administration, faculty, and staff of Highland Springs High School thank you in advance for your cooperation in making this a joyous occasion and a memorable time for all of our graduates and their families. Now at this time, Springer Nation, let's show the Siegel Center how we celebrate. Please rise and welcome the Highland Springs High School graduating class of 2022.
Good evening. My name is Giorgio Haskins, and I am the senior class president for the class of 2022, and will be serving as the mistress of ceremonies for this evening. We ask that everyone please remain standing for the presentation of colors in the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps and keep them off until the colors have been retired. Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I would like to welcome Dr. Kenneth White, known as our proud favorite principal, to the podium for opening remarks.
Good evening, Springer Nation. Come on, folks, we can do better. Good evening, Springer Nation. I would like to welcome family members, friends, and guests. My name is Dr. Ken White, and I am the very proud principal of Highland Springs High School. It is my pleasure to be with you this evening as we celebrate the next wave of Springer graduates from our historic and tradition-rich high school. We've assembled here today to celebrate the completion of one of many chapters in these students' lives. Over the last 4 years, our graduates have been under the guidance of educators who have worked hard to ensure that they have every opportunity to be life-ready. These individuals are very proud of their accomplishments, hard work, and commitment our graduates have displayed during their high school years. At this time, please help me in recognizing the hardest working team in Virginia, the faculty and staff of Highland Springs High School. Faculty, will you all please stand to be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge our Henrico County Public Schools Central Office staff here in attendance with us, as well as our feeder pattern principals and administrators who are here in attendance. At this time, we would like to honor the parents and those who serve in the roles of parents or graduates. In a year where you've been asked to go above and beyond, we celebrate and honor you for your encouragement, patience, and love. If you are a parent of a member of the graduating class, please stand. Thank you. You can be seated. Thank you. We truly thank you for sharing and trusting us with your most precious gift, your children. To the class of 2022, in August 2018, our journey as principal and students began. We met in the auditorium in the old Highland Springs High School. And I told you then, in 4 years, it would go by fast, and we would in fact be here at the Siegel Center for graduation. Nothing in me thought you all would go from a normal freshman year in 2018 to starting your sophomore year normally to only have it stop completely in March 2019 and forever be changed in your junior and your senior year. You all, the senior class of 2022, have experienced things during your time in high school that will be captured in the history books and will serve as stories for you to tell to your children and your grandchildren. As you navigate this ceremony today and prepare to close this chapter of your life, please remember this quote from former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt. "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Set goals, make plans, and chase your dreams. Know that the sky is the limit. Remember the lessons the pandemic has taught you and the lessons you've learned from your teachers at Highland Springs High School. Chase your dreams, class of 2022, and truly chase them. Go as hard for your dreams as you go for the TikToks that you record in the halls of Highland Springs High School." Yeah, I hear some folks applauding for that. Go and chase them as hard as you do the lyrics for your favorite singer or your rapper. The world needs you to chase your dreams and to contribute your many talents and passions in a way that makes a real impact in this world. Your talents and passions will manifest into the next doctors, teachers, lawyers, nurses, politicians, social media influencers, athletes, cybersecurity folks, you name it, you all will be that. We will speak that into existence today. Finally, class of 2022, remember the phrase, don't count the days, make the days count. Your success in life will be determined on how well you use the days you have. Make every day count. Chase your dreams, find your purpose, pursue it, and show the world just how awesome you are and that we know you are here at Highland Springs High School. Again, it has been my honor and most humble blessing to serve as your principal for all 4 of your years here at Highland Springs High School. I pray for your protection over you as I've done for all 4 of the years you have been under my care. Congratulations, and may you be as blessed today as you always are. Go forth and do great things. Congratulations, Springer class of 2022. Now I'd like to turn the program back over to our Mistress of Ceremonies, Ms. Giorgio Haskins. Thank you.
Springer Nation, we are pleased to have several guests who will momentarily bring greetings. If the platform guests would please stand and remain standing as your name is announced. I would ask for the audience to hold your applause until the last guest is announced. Representing the Fairfield District from the school board, Mr. Roscoe Cooper. Representing the Varina District from the school board, Ms. Alicia Atkins. From the Board of Supervisors, representing the Varina District, Mr. Tyrone Nelson. Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Amy Cashwell. Other stage guests are valedictorian Bethany Farouz, salutatorian Devin Alexander, student speaker Naya Battle, senior class vice president Evan Preston, Ms. Latoya Draper, associate principal of Highland Springs High School, Ms. Beth Terrier, assistant principal of Highland Springs High School, Ms. Katherine Leonard, science teacher and senior class sponsor, Mr. Josh Hurley, director of school counseling, Ms. Mieko Talaferro, school counseling, And now, Ms. Alicia Atkins will bring greetings from the Henrico County School Board, immediately followed by Mr. Tyrone Nelson, representing the Board of Supervisors, and finally, our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Amy Cashwell.
Well, good evening, students, staff, friends, and families. That's right. If I told you that your skin delivers messages, would you trust it? From your texture to temperature to the history of the melanin within that speaks to resilience, gratefulness, wisdom, and character. I'm talking about the messages told through your skin. In kindergarten through 12th grade, there were times when your skin crawled in thinking about going on a stage or taking a test, or your hair may have stood up from fear or from shock, or perhaps goosebumps appeared when you fell in love, or perhaps you had scars from the weather or scars from disappointment. And Springers, I'm going to pause right here because there will be actions and people who were meant to be in your history, but not your destiny as you move forward. And I'm going to lean into you, and I hope you feel me as I continue to share. Because even the largest organ of your body, your skin, knows how effervescent you are. You are a glorious symbol of greatness. So love yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. And love others. And stay ready so you don't ever have to worry about getting ready. And if you do those things, your magnificence will not only be revealed through your skin, but it will go way beyond it. So what I'm talking about are messages transitioned into moments that are now going to be a part of your school memories. And now that you're moving on, I want you to know that you are a refreshing view of impressive intelligence. The possibilities for you are unlimited. You are cap and gown ready. You did it. You made it. And you did these things with the help of Henrico County Public Schools, staff, teachers, resources, your communities, your families, your friends, Henrico boards all over the place, okay? It takes many to help our children. However, it took you to stay dedicated and make it happen. So in closing, tomorrow and the years ahead, learn more about your family history because it's your story too. Understanding where you came from can open your eyes to how beautiful and unique you are. And in determining where you want to go or what you want to do, feel your heart and think about what brings you joy and start there. I am Alicia Atkins. I love you. I'm proud to serve you. And on behalf of the Henrico County School Board, Congratulations to you, the Highland Springs class of 2022. May the Lord bless you and keep you. Thank you.
Springers, class of 22, parents, family, good evening. On behalf of the Board of Supervisors, I've got a quick message. I was at my neighborhood 7-Eleven on Saturday. I ran into one of the parents of one of the 400 plus graduates sitting here, and the parent told me to give the same speech I gave last year, that the kids would appreciate it. And I said, all right. I had started working on a piece. It was already 6 or 7 pages long, but they told me bring back what I said last year. So to this class, the first one that will graduate out of that beautiful cathedral on Airport Drive called the Highland Springs High School, here's the message. We're proud of you. Congrats. God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson, and also Mrs. Atkins for your greetings. And I want to also bring greetings on behalf of the entire Henrico Schools team. It is such a pleasure to be here with the esteemed faculty, administration, and staff of Highland Springs High School, the families and guests who have come to celebrate you, the Springer class of 2022. I am beyond excited to celebrate with you in person here at the Siegel Center. Your teachers, your principal, and I are so happy that your extraordinary day marks the return to more ordinary times when graduates can cross this stage in person to the cheers of your family and friends. We are all so incredibly proud of you and of all your accomplishments. Now, I could spend some time going on and on about the challenges you have faced, and I know there have been many, your resilience, your perseverance, and of course, your patience. However, understandably, I noticed that many of you may be getting a little impatient as you await your diploma. I know that is why you are here in the main event of this ceremony. So instead, I will simply wish you continued strength and courage as you enter the world of college and careers or whatever adventure awaits you. And although you are eager to start your next adventure, let's take just a moment to look back at what it means to be a part of the class of 2022. Take a look.
One thing I'm always remember about Highland Springs is my state championship here in my last year.
All the games are always fun, basketball and football season. That was like the best thing for me.
The football games were definitely fun. And being able to witness that firsthand and get the feel of it, that's something that's like once in a lifetime.
I'm on the lacrosse team, and this year we made playoffs for the first time in the program's history. So I'm pretty proud about that.
Definitely the band. Concert band, marching band. It's been my favorite experience of high school.
I enjoy our pep rallies. This year, we had our first pep rally outside because of COVID, so that was really different.
Me personally, as the engineering center that I'm in, I like coming in and instantly being welcomed because they all are excited about it too.
I always remember how hard it is to get through the hallway, regardless of if we're in the old school or the new school. It's always traffic no matter what, so that's something that I'll never forget.
It would definitely have to be my freshman year when a plane crashed the first week of our school.
The community. Highland Springs community is like no other. Everybody's family and everybody's together. You're always gonna remember that feel. And when you come back, it's still gonna be the same.
A teacher that made a big impact on me is Miss Leonard. She's the best teacher ever. She always made a way for me.
Mr. Yonkers and Miss Fitzgerald, they've been the biggest help I could ever ask for.
Dr. Scott, I love her. She's been here since I was in 9th grade, and I just love her. Miss Cook, Miss Talaferro.
Coach Johnson played a major factor in my life.
Mr. Thompson, he's one of my engineering teachers. He always believed in me when I would give up on myself a lot.
I'll always remember like staff were the like people that really like pushed me to do like my best.
We are resilient. We're resilient. We've been through everything.
The second day of school with the plane, then
We were stuck in class till like 6 or 7 for tornado warnings.
COVID, coming to a new school.
We're graduating after a pandemic. And I got an associate's degree while in school, so I think that makes our class pretty cool.
Final message to class is 2022. Invest in yourself before you invest in something else.
This is the start of something great, so make sure you go out and take advantage of it.
Have a great one. I'm gonna miss everybody.
2022, I appreciate all of y'all. Keep up the good work.
Keep going, you got it. And remember, once a Springer, always a Springer. Thank you, Ms. Atkins, Mr. Nelson, and Dr. Cashwell for your special remarks. At this time, we will have a joint selection from the Highland Springs Symphonic Band under the direction of Mr. Davon Yonkers and the Highland Springs Chorus under the direction of Dr. Alvin Campbell, followed by Evan Preston, who will introduce our student speakers.
Good evening, everybody, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2022. My God, look at all this excellence in the room. Can we get a round of applause really quick for all the graduates in the room? My name is Evan Preston, and I am the senior class vice president for the class of 2022. I would like to introduce our student speakers for the evening. Nia Battle will speak first, followed by Devin Alexander, class of 2022 salutatorian, and we will finish with Bethany Farouz, class of 2022 valedictorian. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, peers, faculty, and everyone in between. I am Nia Battle. Looking out into the crowd, I'm reminded of how far we've come, of the challenges we faced, of how truly unforgettable our senior year really was, which prompts me to share the story of my favorite flower. Forget-me-nots are a small blue flower with no scent, not a typical choice for a favorite flower. In fact, if you weren't looking for them, you'd probably ignore them. The most fascinating thing about them is the legend about how they got their name. As the story goes, Zeus, the king of gods, had named all other plants in the world, and like many of my fellow procrastinators, had put off the final task before him. The flowers cried, "Forget me not," and so he gave them that name. Ever since, they have grown to represent love, friendship, camaraderie, and of course, memory. Romantics give them to their loves, friends give them to each other, and I use them today to tell all of you to remember what your experience in the last 4 years has given you. Although I don't have any physical flowers to give each and every one of you, hear this speech, and please, forget me not. Graduation has been a long time coming, and it wouldn't be possible without everyone here today. I think we can all agree it's been quite the journey getting here, and now is the time to celebrate and look ahead, but take a moment to reminisce on the steps we took in order to forget not the experiences of the past. Instead, remember the impact you've made on others and that they have made on you. While many of you are familiar faces, many of you are not. However, each of you have played a role in making Highland Springs a home. Take care to look at the people around you. Maybe you're sat next to someone you've glanced at in the hallway once or twice, that annoying kid from first block, or maybe you are that annoying kid from first block. It could be your best friend, or maybe even a complete stranger. But burn their silhouette into your memory. And as you hear these words, understand that each of us have left a unique impression on Highland Springs High School. Take in this moment for the amazing accomplishment that it is, and forget it not. Let it be known that you have done great, and you will continue to do great as you trek forward onto bigger and brighter things. But pause for a second and reflect where you came from. Both as an individual and as a Springer, you have persevered through the plane crash and the power outages and the tornado that attempted to put a damper on our very first week of high school. Yet none of that stopped you. You've made memories both at the old school, cheering at each homecoming game, or hearing the cacophony of 4 more years ringing through the gym. This year was spent in a new building where we got to make more memories, learning the layout of the school again, or using the community areas to goof off between or sometimes during classes. I'm sure you also have fond memories of your favorite teachers and some less fond ones of the ones who made you groan each block. Even through quarantine, when we and our teachers were just dull circles that filled screens for a year and a half. Forget them not. Most importantly, recognize what you've accomplished over the last 4 years and how these halls help shape you into the person you are today. There are simply so many things to remember and to look back on. However, take care not to let this moment be overshadowed by the past. Our 4 years are up, but know the graduation is not the end. It is the beginning, and forget not this feeling of achievement. That drumming sense of anticipation might begin to fade after you've held your diploma and walked back to your seat. However, turn that anticipation into excitement as you finalize the last step of your high school career. Forget not the countless smiles and laughs you've shared with those you've connected with over the last 4 years. So I ask that you remember how the ground feels beneath your feet, the slippery sheen of your gown, and the weight of the tassel begging to be flipped to the other side. Your lives are changing, but think of how you change the lives of every single person around you simply by existing as you are. So thank you for your impact, and continue to make great progress in whatever you choose to do. And finally, I ask that those in attendance today, please forget us not, and congratulations to the class of 2022.
Good evening, students, parents, and faculty members. My name is Devin Alexander, and I would like to thank you so much for supporting us as we, the graduating class of 2022, set our sights on the horizon, looking onward toward the greatest journey of our lives. And as we do so, it's clear that we're no longer little kids aspiring to become adults. We are adults. Like a butterfly breaking out of its cocoon, we now have the chance to stretch our wings and soar into a future that we earned for ourselves. Although embracing that future means opening a door to many uncertainties, it also means diving into a world full of infinite opportunities. Even so, some of us still shudder at the thought of entering it because for the first time, we are on our own. Therefore, I urge us all tonight to remember how we overcame countless catastrophes just to enter this arena, and how they prepared us for the harshness of reality. The power outages, the tornado warnings, the plane crash. These are but a few of the incidents in our freshman year that left a mark not only on the baseball field, but on our experience at Highland Springs. I'm sure they left a mark on Dr. White's experience too. After all, his first year was our first year. But rather than allow these events to break us down, we used them to forge indestructible bonds that even COVID couldn't break, as it tried to rip our society apart. In the end, even COVID led us straight to the next stage in our metamorphosis. Before the pandemic, our busy school schedules made it virtually impossible to have time for anything, much less self-reflection. But in the time we spent in quarantine, we gained the opportunity to realize not only who we are, but who we want to become. No matter how we look at it, we triumphed over every trial the world threw at us. Even now, we survive amidst the strife that has seized our society since the start of senior year, and we will thrive regardless of where we go from here, whether we're set to be enrolled in college, enlisted in the military, or employed in the workforce. So what are we waiting for? Let's go forth and embrace our future.
Good evening, everyone. Students, parents, and faculty of Highland Springs. My name is Bethany Feruz, and I am this year's valedictorian of Highland Springs High School. I know our class is no stranger to adversity. Together, we have overcome numerous hardships, ranging from little bumps in the road to tragedies that have reshaped our entire world. There were many times these past 4 years that even I was unsure I would make it across this stage tonight. I'm not just glad to see everybody sitting here in front of me, but I am also proud to be here amongst the nearly 400 faces that make up the Highland Springs High School class of 2022. I would love to be able to tell you all that we made it. The hard part is over, and we'll all go on to live our dreams. However, that may not be true. As we delve into our futures, I would like for us to all move forward with the understanding that bad things will happen. That part is out of your control. The only thing that you can control is what you do, not if, but when they do. How you react to life's challenges determines the kind of life you will live and the kind of person you will become. While there are no rules to how you should live your life, I do have some guidelines that I like to follow. That is, 2 people, and the only 2 people that you should seek to impress. The first being your 5-year-old self, as you must feed your inner child and become the person he or she always looked up to. And the second being your 90-year-old self, as you should strive to live a life that you can look back on with no regrets. I hope that you all can look back on these past 4 years with the confidence that you have stayed true to yourself. I hope that you can look at the difficulties that have presented themselves and see all the ways that you have proved that you can keep going, that you can make it through whatever life throws your ways. I know everybody here has been in a situation that left them paralyzed, whether that be paralyzed by fear, indecision, uncertainty, or in your circumstances. For me, it was a literal paralysis, causing me to lose my ability to move. I spent 2 months of 2021 in the hospital, where I was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. I thought I had my whole life planned out, but nobody could have expected that I would wake up one morning unable to get out of bed. When obstacles appear in our lives, it's so easy to feel paralyzed, to succumb to the hard times and become stagnant. While I pray that you don't face a literal paralysis, I think what I learned from my experience still applies. You have to make the most of the hand that you're dealt and always find a way to keep moving forward. Now, whenever my life seems to derail, as it often does, I find myself repeating a quote that inspires me to keep going. And this quote is, "Living La Vida Loca." It's the famous words of Ricky Martin that have gotten me through numerous hard times. While it seemed like it was just a whimsical way to distract myself from all the bad things going on in my life, I found that this concept of living the crazy life has become almost a mantra for me. It allows me to accept the unpredictable. There will be days that you feel like you have lost everything. And there will be days where amazing opportunities present themselves when we least expect them. And I promise you, no matter how hard you try or how foolproof your plan is, life, in all of its craziness, will always find a way to throw you off your game. You must not waste your energy trying to wrangle life to fit your expectations. Your energy is much better spent on becoming the person your kindergarten self would imagine walk this stage tonight, as well as the version of yourself whose actions you can be proud of 70 years from now. It is with this in mind that I look back on these past 4 years and all of the hardships that I have endured and can say that I am proud of myself for the person that I am today. Because through all the adversity that I have faced, I have stayed true to myself. I encourage everybody here tonight to take pride in who you are, in your individuality, in your strength, and even in your faults. Take pride in the fact that you made it here today. And when hard times come, as I'm sure they will, remember not to get stuck on the things that you cannot change, but to focus on what you can do to make yourself proud. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Now go forth and live La Vida Loca. Thank you, Naya, Devin, and Bethany for your well thought out and wonderful speeches. At this time, I would like to call back to the podium Ms. Alicia Atkins to provide the Declaration of Graduation.
Will the candidates for graduation please stand? Platform guests, ladies and gentlemen. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Virginia, the Henrico County School Board, and on the recommendation of the faculty and administration, I declare these candidates of Highland Springs High School Graduates, with all rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining to, will the graduates please turn your tassels? You may be seated.
Thank you, Ms. Atkins. At this time, we will prepare for the awarding of individual diplomas. Remember, each student and family deserves to hear his or her name announced as they receive their hard-earned diploma. This is a monumental task in the life of each of our graduates and their families. Additionally, after we call all of the graduates, we ask that our guests please stay through the closing of our ceremony and remain in place until the faculty and graduates have recessed. Let's go ahead and prepare for diplomas.
Bethany Grace Feruz. Devin Alexander. Naya Ivy Ruth Battle. Evan Lee Preston. Giorgio Taylor Haskins. Janaya Renee Michelle Darden. Jordan Lorenzo Brown. Kwalik Raheem Miles. Khalil J. Pope. Corey Bondell Taylor. Talley, excuse me. Corey Bondell Talley. Samuel D. Brandon. Giovanni Monet Janine Dixon. Anaya Marie McCrae. Cheyenne Mackenzie Toms. Francis Hadley Smith. Janaya Tone Adams. Sarab Singh Alawalia. Raja Mohammed Akhtar. Tamia Albert Roan. Amari Bashan Aldridge. Jakira Monet Alexander. Dariana Aurelia Allen. Kaylin Elizabeth Allison. Annalise Nicole Marie Anderson. Braden Henry Anderson. Morgan Samuel Anderson. Liz Mary Aponte. Sundiata Marcel Archer. Xavier Amari Armstrong. Bubakar Ba. DeAndre Marshawn Bagley. Kevin Antoine Baker Jr. Christian Denelson Barkharsel. Shajan Niran Banks Griffin. Lester Jarrett Bacadano Diaz. Shavandra Arshay Bassett. Nakira Linique Battle. Ethan Alexander Berry. Benediction Bishagari. Makai Dale Booker. Cameron Tyler Boyton. Heaven Laverne Branch. Alexandria Dion Blair Braxton. Nashay Sharice Briggs. Azaria Janaya Brooks. Ashari Marshana Brown. Janaya Atasia Brown. Diamond Sherelle Brunson. Jordan Alexandria Burton. Serenity Debria Alexander. Matthew Jaden Burton. Derek W. Burton Jr. Latashiana Yvonne Christi Campbell. Michael Patrick Carrasquillo. Lydell Jerron Carter. Sequoia Renee Carter. Lawrence A. Carey Jr. Alyssa Neve Kaysen. Michaela Lee Castleberry. Anaya Janae Chambers. Lisbeth Marlene Chachanovic Alvarado. Naya Jamira Cheatham. Chin Jia. Erica Latisse China. Aaron Lee China. Daquan Simeon Christian. Monica Alexis Christmas. Imachi Kayshawn Churchill. Janae Deasia Clark. Devin McKinley Claiborne. Dasmond Tyree Clayton Jr. Cordell Alexander Coleman Hunter Jr. Terrence Jermaine Cook. Orion Christopher Cooley. Tyvrell Jermaine Cooley. Ryan P. Cooper. Jaden Ray Cosby. Taquan Leon Cosby. Patrick Michael Cox. Kavan Ramel Ashby Crump. Donovan Mark Cunyon. Jawan T. Curtis. Damia Ayana Dabney. Kaya Edwinette Dabney. Kenneth Tariq Daly Jr. Dorian Gabrion Davis. James Morris Davis III. Neve Jasmani Davis. Kwamel Lishawn Davis. Jemiah Shanae Crawford. Deasia Monet Delaney. Martin Andres Delgado. Josiris Del Pilar Gonzalez. Kendall Imani Damina. Karina Ariano Diaz. Thomas Edward Diggs. Christopher Lyman Dillard. Nathan Vivek Devakar. Zahir Dawood Daryl Dobbs. Dakari Keen Donaldson. Shayante Daisha Eaton. Julius Luis Elizondo. Tian Imani Elmore. Marquise Kalan Epps. Elijah Alexander Eskridge. Scarlett Melanie Espinosa. Jaslyn Simone Ferguson. Corey Leon Fleming. Alan Vanette Dominguez Herrera. Marcel Garrett Fleming. Bailey Morgan Flens. Jaleesa Flores. Zavad Zakim Lavelle Ford. Kayla Destiny Foster. Charles Leonard France Jr. Kirsten Elizabeth Franks. David Emmanuel Fuller. Xavier Monet Fulton. Micah Eric Henderson. Lourdes Patricia Garcia. Mary Jelani G. Mary Jelani G. Jaden Robert Gibson. Daquan Darrell Giles. Corey Jerome Ginn, Jr. Trinell Elizabeth Givens. Shane Marklin Gorman. Makai Elijah Grant. Trevin Kennard Graves. Dianaya Love Gaines. Jamari Marquise Green. Sharmisha Christina Green. Zebediah Allen Gunn. Kendria Simone Hall. Ali Raishan Jarrell Harris. Ashana Kiana Harris. Caleb Harris. Jayla Deloria Harris. Mario Antoine Harris Jr. Nadia Daishel Harris. Tavion Zayshawn Harris. Jason Matthew Hart. Rashad Aki Hartridge Jr. Dreama Dejanique Harvey. Jalen Lorenzo Harvey. Tion Micaiah Heath. Jada Monet Henderson. Luke Dennis Harris. Leasia N. Harris. Jalen Antoine Hewitt. Bernard Lamont Hayward II. Kavan Jeremiah Hicks. Alyssa M. Higgins. Charles A. Hill. Clifford Lamont Hill Jr. Farah D. Hill. Lamaya Layla Pennant. Michael Lynn Hodge Jr. Calvin Leon Hodges Jr. Tamia Lishay Holloway. Shanice Shate Holloway Page. Jordan Aaron Holt. Kali Michael Holt. Giselle Alina Horn. Diamond Kiana Houchins. Sakaya B. Howard. Franklin D. Hill. Kevin Lamont Hill Jr. Jayana Sinai Hubbard. Isaiah Teresa Hudson. Jaleisha Unique Hurt. Hira Mohin Hyder. Adasia Nicole Injun. Michael Israel. Alyssa Jordan Jackson. Anaya L. Jackson. Joshua Michael James. Kunaya Amia James. Ariana S. Jefferson. Cheney Patrice Jefferson. Jeremiah Taekwon Jennings. Elena Trinity Johnson. Deshaya Jade Johnson. Jakira Saraya Johnson. Kimaya Tashay Johnson. Crystal Denise Johnson. Dorian A.O. Jackson. Christina Renee Jackson. Radasia Johnson. Sadiq Elijah Johnson. Tamel Bernard Johnson. Xavier David Johnson. Robert Johnson Jr. Damarion Marquise Jones. Jeremy Ethan Jones. Diamond Alexis Jones Brown. Hannah Abdullah Kassim. Isaiah Lee Kelsall. Milan Tierra Kenny. Aaliyah Rashawn King. Cambrielle Cian Kentensing. Gabriella Leanne Kerwin. Rashawn Lamar Knight. Shitij Kokera. Jordan Amari Jones. Joy Ashton Jones. Kareem Isaiah Jones. Dominique Chantel Lane Jr. Desmond James Langley. Joshua David Lawrence. Melvin Joshua Lee. Taylor Simone Lee. Tavay Jermaine Amon Lee. Christian Alexander Lewis. Maria Fernanda Lorera Rojas. Danaya Lene Logan. Hannah Diane Lorton. David Omar Lewis. Jordan Amorion Lowry. Jalea Michaela Mack. Justin Kai Maples. Pablo Andres Maracan Verdugo. Lamaya Victoria Martinez. Jason Philip Matthews Walker. Kanye Demir Lewis. Makai Curtis Lewis. Tatiana Ashanti Lewis. Destiny Lachelle McAdams. Tori Amaya McCrae. Quincy Jerome McCrae. Brian Michael McDonough. Kyla Raquel McKenna. Tanaya Chantel McKinley. Micaiah Kanasia McQuinn. Calden Montel Minor II. Kijan Latrell Minor. Timothy James Lee Mitchell. Dominique Lydasia Moon. Danasia Nicole Moore. Tamia Janae Moore Bennett. Hassan Taman Morris. Shaquan Sadiq Morris. James Wesley Mosley Jr. Corey Matthew Mosley Jr. Tyasia Jakia Meredith. Charles L. P. Mickens III. Jalen Sinai Mills. Theodore Constantine Moss. Vander Jermaine Murray Jr. Ariana Janelle Muse. Hope Basika Nakawasa. Khalil Damond Nasir. Nadia Lynn Nelson. Kayla Newton. Damon Carl Parrish. Shania Leosha Patillo. Janaya Denise Patterson. Darius Noah Paul. Sebastian A. Peaks. Ashari Chanel Pendleton. Caleb Malcolm Churchwell Penn. Sylvia Marie Petaway. Alfred Lewis Pleasance V. Maya Janae Newton. Chanel Janaya O'Neill. Alan Pan. Poe. Marquise Tishan Pollard. Najala Charmaine Pontapuro. Sebastian Kadon Pope. Calvin Unil Porter Jr. Brandon Rose Price. Freddy Gutierrez Rivas. Alyssa Selena Roberts. Amaya Yolanda Robinson. Christian Wesley Robinson. Ja'Cory Darnell Robinson. Milan Marcel May Robinson. Ricardo Antonio Robinson. Jordan Imani Robinson Jones. Tylisha Rowell. Clinton Grayson Parker. Brandon Miguel Ramirez. Brittany Elizabeth Reed. Terrell Antoine Reed Jr. Jalen Inavid Revere. Luis Anthony Pruedes Manriquez. Stephanie Pruedes Manriquez. Helena Brugajeza. Amaya Yvonne Russell. Angel Mauricio Santos. Kara Elisa Shern. Natanya Lorraine Sherrod. Ebony Shantae Shields. Kaya Alicia Simmons. Cecile Diane Simpson. Charles Slack. Christine Tiana Nazira Smith. Christian Jalen Smith. Brandy Nicole Ricketts. Diego Alexander Saravia Beltran. Kari Sharita Saunders. Jerry Schuyler Jr. Kaya Janae Scott. LaVar Marvell Scott. Hannah Emily Rose Smith. Maquan Amarion Smith. Morris Lamont Smith Jr. Ryan Ronaldo Solano. Jayla Emil Solomon. Jada Lene Sumter. Latrell Sutton. Imani Faith Tanner. Micah Antonio Terry. Anaya Chriselle Taylor. Denisha Janer Taylor. Markayla Orlandra Taylor. DeAnthony Taquan Teasley. Micaiah Samari Scott. Bramar G. Sebastian. Trayvon Neve Stevenson. Kenneth William Paul Stevens. Marasia Tiana Stewart. Naya Jules Ariella Stewart. Christopher Armstrong Strain Jr. Juan Carlos Tejada Prat. Jada Sky Terry. Trevor Nelson Thacker. Javon M. Tinsley. Marcelo Antoine Tolliver Jr. Jalen Isaiah Turner. Asia Marie Tyler. Brianna Monet Tyler. Joy Linique Tyler. Tashawn Larique Tyler. Janaya Monet Vaughn. Kiana Vaughn. Kwanye A. Benny. Milani Najee Stroman. Leah Tyler Suggs. Devin Brinkley Tompkins. Master Michael Gabriel Trail. Lorenzo Kennard Trent Jr. Emil Diamari Turnage Alston. Christopher Darius Turner. Charlie Dixon. Rashad Purnell. Mikel Anthony Walden. Ariel M. Walker. Jalea Imani Walker. Cameron Amari Watson. Nicole Renee Webster. Asia L. Whedon. Justin Emel Went. Jada Amari White. Marsalis Alexander White. Elijah Trayvon Whitted. Dakare Alexander Williams. Dreana Lachey Turner. Erica Lee Turner. Diamond Naeja Walker Bethia. Janelle Granique Wallace. Raquan Terrell Waller. Jacoby Michael Ward. Amia Tian Washington. Genesis Anaya Williams. Jalea Jadori Williams. Leela Michelle Williams. Calvin Williams. Jordan Pierre Wright. Tiana Imani Yonkers. Trevor Glenn Zitta. Damariana Jamila Young. Chance Patrick Knight. Anila Michelle Moore. Taki Lamont Hancock. Makai Raki Hicks. Shaman Benjamin Washington. Keetwan Marcus Williams. Corey L. Winston. Jordan Kamari Thomas Winston. Nyasia D. Winston. Jaquan L. Witcher. Sean Jeremiah Chandler. Alana Inez Chandler. Kivante Hamid Braxton. Malachi Shamar Woodbury.
Springer Nation, please join me in congratulating the class of 2022. Class of 2022, certified Springers. We are so proud of the young people you have become, and I'm excited about what's in store for you. It has been an honor to serve as your principal as a part of your journey. Our commencement exercises will conclude with the reception of our graduates. Parents, you're reminded to meet your child on the corner of Harrison and Broad Street. Please stand and remain in place until the faculty and graduates have recessed. We love you, and remember, once a Springer, stand up.